What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Brand new dude here. We have a matchup against Maliss. So we are playing a 50 card build this time. I was recently on the 50 card build, but I decided to add in droplets, one branded in red and also one extra branded in high spirits as well. So it's 55 now, so I'm playing just additional board breakers and just Brandon red and Brandon white. I am playing two copies of Brandon white now. A little bit also checked recently Darwin, the Brandon player who came third at the UK Open, checked his deck list and decided, you know what, yeah, I decided to add some additional cards to my list. So yeah, 50 card build. You will obviously see the deck profile towards the end of this video after this replay. So yeah, we're going up against Maliss, so let's see how we do. So we open Branded Fusion, Serenia, Fusion Deployment, another Serenia and Eclipse. Opponent opens Goldsock, TB11, Chessie, Droll, and Jerusalem. So yeah, he is main decking Droll. So yeah, Maliss player is going first. So he's gonna start off normal summon Chessie, going to Link Decoder, then go Jurus, banish Chessie Cat, and then Chessie Cat will summon itself. And then he's going to go Link off straight into Red Ransom, add the field spell, Link Decoder will also summon itself, set TB11, go into SP banish Red Ransom summon itself and banish White Rabbit summon, and here it will set the GWC06, then goes into White Binder but doesn't use its effect yet, then goes TB11, summon Dormouse by banishing Binder, summon, draw into the White Rabbits, he doesn't use White Binder again. Now he's summoning bodies. Here comes Heart's Cryptor, GWC banish Heart's Cryptor, summon White Binder, and then only now does he use White Binder to banish the TB11 and Dormouse, and then Heart's Cryptor summon itself, also White Binder's on the field. Now he's going to go off into Nightmare Griffin, link off into the Abawa Q using Nightmare Griffin as well as Red Ransom, and then here's the thing. As much as I had Bestios in my hand, I decided to not use it because I was afraid I was going to play into talents. But now that I see that my opponent had Nightmare Griffin, I decided, you know what, okay, a Battle Key effect to Reborn, which obviously he's going to use in this situation. We're banishing that Nightmare Griffin. We're not going to deal with it. Eclipse is not going to help us against Lynx. I don't know if I'm going to join to Super Poly, so I decided, you know what, no, we're getting rid of Nightmare Griffin. And if we go into talents, well, you know, we had to get rid of Griffin. So here Power Q resolves, so he summons Heart's Cryptor effect, banish Serenia, cool, and he shuffles back TB11. He's then gonna set the Goldsock, go to end phase, About Q comes back. He didn't use Goldsock, no need I guess. GWC06 is there. He has Heart's Cryptor to banish, About Q which can pop a card, and he has Droll as a interruption. So he passes turn and we draw for turn. We draw into Brand Red. So luckily for us we didn't get hit with talents. So now we are in the main phase. So first off, I start off immediately with Brand Fusion. I'm not going to summon Cartesia to try, put a way to dodge Imperm because we have Eclipse and we have Branded in red, okay? So we're going to have to deal with House Cryptor to manage and About Q to pop the card. So we go Brand Fusion. To this, my opponent changed GWC06. So he's going to summon White Binder. So therefore, we're not summoning Beyond the Branded. We're summoning Rebellion. So that's why we don't get affected by White Binder banishing our stuff. He gains a bit of life points there. So we send Albaz and Tragedy. Going to Rebellion. On res, it's going to be Chainlink 1, Rebellion. Here I decide to get rid of Eclipse because Eclipse is not going to help us against Lynx. Okay, and honestly, keeping Fusion Deployment and Brand Red is good. I keep Serenia in hand also because I am playing Guardian Chimera in this build. So I keep Serenia in hand so that we have enough materials to go into Guardian Chimera. In this situation, we really could go into Guardian Chimera. So yeah, we go Rebellion and Tragedy, Chainlink 2. Opponent goes Chainlink 3, White Binder, which is going to banish Branded Fusion, White Rabbit, and Dormouse. So here I decided I could have went Brandon red, tried to go for Chimera immediately, but I was a bit afraid maybe this was a Imperm that he was holding on to, right? So even though he didn't respond with Imperm here, if I go Branded in red, he could chain the Imperm, then ultimately negate Rebellion, but also then he could go Heart's Cryptor, banish this, then we don't have enough materials to perform a fusion summon. So that's why we don't go through that process. So I decided not to use it. Cool, banish Branded Fusion. Tragedy search for Lubo because we did a normal summon and we're going to fusion. Here I decide not to go for Merge Jade. I go straight for Chaos Star Source because I'm going to pop cards on his side. So with Star Source, I'm going to pop his Field Spell as well as Heart Scriptor, because Heart Scriptor is a bit of a annoyance to deal with. So targeting the Field Spell and Heart Script, and then obviously it will be Chainlink 2 Dormouse, and Chainlink 3 will be the White Binder. So it's supposed to be White Rabbit. Yeah, White Rabbit to reborn themselves. So that resolves. It doesn't use Heart Scriptor because a Bow Q can still reborn Heart Scriptor if necessary. So we pop those on summon White Rabbit here. We'll set MTP07. Now, moving on, we go normal summon the Luba effect. Here I decided to search for Branded Lost. I could have searched for High Spirits, to be honest, but I decided, you know what, let's keep Saronia in our hand in case we need to use it as a DD Crow or as a fusion material. So I decided, you know what, let's put Lost. And obviously I wasn't expecting a draw, but Lost, summon Lost, maybe force out about Q or whatever, maybe even MTP or 7. Then we could still go for Chimera. So that's why I lost. I kept it there just as a way to force out further interruptions. On res though, my opponent does drop the draw on us. So yeah, we're not going to get a search of Lost if it ever stays on the field. On res, my opponent does go MTP 07 as Chainlink 2. Sorry, not on res. Chainlink 2 will be MTP 07. That's where he can still add Dormouse to hand, and then he banishes Aluba. Totally fine. We don't chain Brandon red. So I then activate Brand Lost to see what my opponent does, and he does go about Q, popping, sorry, not a popping, reborning, apparently. So reborn, Hot Scriptor, and then he's going to go Hot Scriptor. No, he doesn't go Hot Scriptor. I decide here, okay, we're going to enter battle phase. I'm going to crash Chaos into his Hot Scriptor, and then declare an attack, and then he chains Hot Scriptor to shuffle back Dormouse, and here he banishes Branded Lost, so it gets rid of Branded Lost and our monsters crash. I decide now to go to main phase 2, nothing to do in battle phase. Go with fusion deployment, summoning Albaz because we didn't use Albaz effect, and now we're going to use Albaz, discard Serenia, because ultimately, yeah, we've used it, nothing more to do here, so we use the link going to Mirror Jade. Here I forgot to trigger Serenia there. Serenia would have sent Branded Opening or High Spirits, most probably High Spirits, so we get a way to add a card to our hand. But yeah, I forgot to use Serenia, no biggie there. So we go to end phase, but after setting Brandon red. End phase, nothing from us, so a Bow Q resolves. Here I decide to use Mirror Jade, banishes a Bow Q. Now I'll be on the Branded, here will resolve and set Branded Banishment. That way we can summon either Star Source, but no need for that. We're going to summon Tragedy, perform a Super Poly basically to go into Quiritus, because Maliss plays, they only play Dark, so we can't go into Briskinion. So, and then Tragedy when banished can search for Ad Libitum, and then we have Branded Red, so yeah, that will be pretty good for us. Pause turn, opponent draws into a Lure of Darkness. Now, here he starts off, I think he's gonna go, yeah, Dormouse, banishing White Rabbit, then White Rabbit effect. Cool, we let that resolve. On summon White Rabbit effect to set. To this, we do chain Branded Banishment. Is it? Oh no, on resolution. So he sets TB11, and then on res, we then activate Branded Banishment because we want to get Ad Libitum to our hand real quickly. So we summon Tragedy and we banish his White Rabbit because White Rabbit already used its banished effect. On res, it's going to be chaining one Tragedy to search. Cool, no draw here. Moving on, my opponent then decides to use TB11, banish Dormouse, summon Chessy Cat, and then Dormouse will summon itself. Totally fine. On resolution though, we are going to go Branded in red, where we're going to target Albaz, and we're going to banish both monsters on field and Adlib, go for Chimera, summon Chimera, and then chainlink one Chimera, chainlink to Adlib to reborn Mirror Jade. Reborn, draw a card, and here we're going to pop Beset and Dormouse because Dormouse already uses effect and banish. Chessy Cat cannot activate its effect so far on the field, right? Yeah, so far on the field, so yeah, no worries with that, but the whole point is he can't even use the draw effect, so we weren't worried about it. Then goes Allure, tempting to get lucky here. He draws into Bowdrake and Dormouse, so he banishes Dormouse, but yeah, Dormouse already used its effect, nothing more for him, so he simply scoops, and boom, we win game number 1. Pretty insane. Then hop on to game number 2. Game number 2, you'll see we open Lancia, Albaz, Kobai, Kit, and High Spirit. So yeah, this is a pretty good hand for us. We do have Lancia. Opponent draws into Chessy Cat, Eclipse, White Rabbit, Nibiru, as well as another copy of White Rabbit. So yeah, we have enough. We literally have whatever is needed to stop this Maliss player from comboing off. So he goes normal summon Chessy effect. To this we chain Lancia, and now Chessy Cat cannot draw a card. So he sets Eclipse and passes. We draw for turn, we draw Branded red. In draw phase, we're going to go Branded in high spirits because we know our opponent is main deck in draw. So yeah, we're going to avoid that. Here I decided to add Mercuria because I didn't know if this set card was an imperm. So special summon Kit's effect. If this is an imperm and he changed it, we're going to go Branded red, target Albaz, add it to hand, and we can literally go for Chimera. And then when Mercuria gets banished, we can get an extra search. So that's the reason why I added Mercuria to my hand here in case of that play. Boom, nothing on red, so we go to main phase, special summon Kit from hand. Kit's effect here will get a search, no response here, so we're going to search for Branded Fusion, and here I decide to put Mercuria back because Branded red, Kolbai, yeah, obviously we're going to keep those two, and Branded red just in case we got hit with a Bestial. You know, I don't want a Bestial being summoned onto my opponent's field. So we got Branded Fusion, no Ash, so we Fusion summon going to Albion. Albion effect here is going to Fusion, and we're going to banish Albaz as well as Titanic Here I go straight for Chaos Star Source because I'm going to get rid of these two bodies so we have an open field. Target those two cards to this. My opponent is going to chain Eclipse so that we don't deal too much damage. Fully resolves, that's totally fine. Then Tribute Albion, summon Lubellion. Lubellion here will place Branded Regain in case we get hit with a Bestial, but also Regain is a good interruption during our opponent's turn. I then decide to end battle phase, deal 2-5. Main phase 2, I set Branded red and Kolbai. Go to end phase, Albion attempts to set, but yeah, my opponent doesn't do too much here. I'm not exactly sure why. Not exactly sure, but whole point is here when we set Branded, I was going to set Branded Banishment, obviously because we don't have a way to get a search to our hand. But with Branded Banishment, we could, okay, so we have Branded red, Kolbai. Whole plan is if we're able to find a way to summon Sanctifier, I'm going to literally reborn Lancia and then use Lancia effect. So I guess with Albion, I could maybe have added, I could have said Branded Opening, then in my opponent's draw phase go Kolbai, add Albaz, opening, summon Quim, cool, by discarding Albaz, then we go, actually no, that's not even the play. I'm not sure how we're going to get Sanctifier onto the field, to be honest, but if we do get lucky with the draw, we could do that. But we still set Branded Banishment, sets up Lad. Literally, we could set up Lad, and then we have 3 card negates. We already know he has White Rabbit, so normal summon White Rabbit, effect negate. I don't know what the next card would be. We could negate that as well. Maybe you're going to Typhon, and then, honestly, with that's totally fine. This is going to end his turn. But yeah, we managed to win this matchup against Maliss. 50 card build, and that is how we did. No misplays here, people. No misplays here, so we're getting better. Anyways, yeah, that was a replay. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Obviously, shortly after this, there will be a deck profile. But cheers, guys.